Hi guys, I hope you're having a good day. This is Teddy. I am back with another beginner's guide. And for this episode, we are going to talk about buildings, be it the features, the bonuses, as well as how you are going to utilize the features of each building inside your settlement. But before that, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell if you wanted to be updated with the beginner's guide that I am doing most of the time. And also, I am happy to announce that we are also working on our Spanish version of our collab site. We all know, for those who doesn't know yet, that website that request lead as well as Max was actually in French, and then I have my own website. Another collab member have his own website, and then we decided to do a collaboration and made that English version of the website. And now I am happy to announce that we are also working on the Spanish version of that, because we wanted to extend our help to the entire gaming community. Also, we have one good guy who made a Discord bot, and he is working with an SOS helper bot, and he was doing it at the moment, and hopefully he is going to launch it to officially. We are just using the test bot at the moment, and if you wanted to see that, you can join our Discord server. That is a SOS Collab Team Discord server, and I'll be posting the link on the description box. Just as disclaimer, guys, because some of the members of that Discord server thought that we are connected with the developers of the game. SOS Collab Team, just to be clear, are normal players just like the rest of you. It's just that how am I going to say it? We like the game too much, and then we like how rich the game or the knowledge base of the game. And since there are no official guides or tips aside from the main Discord server where you can ask the moderators, but there are no sources of files, for example, files for state of survival of the fittest stages or the event files. So we decided to build that. But just to make sure, and again I'm repeating it, we are not a part of the state of survival development team, as well as we are not a part of King's group. Collab team or SOS Collab team is just made of normal players just like the rest of you guys. And going back, so we are going to start with our headquarters. So inside your settlement, you will see different kinds of buildings. So the first one that is really important here is your headquarters. Your headquarters is the center of your settlement and the foundation of your survival in the wilderness. And the bonuses that it gives you is march capacity. So of course, the higher the level of your HQ, the higher the level of your march capacity as well as your battle power. Next on that is that what are you going to see under your headquarters? In headquarters, there are two different features, that is skins, or where you can activate your skin, be it HQ skin, march skin, frame skin, or just the battle effect. Also, under your headquarters, you can find your settlement buffs. So what's under your settlement buffs? There are two different trees, and one is the combat, and then the second one is the development. So under the combat, you would see the peace flare and a scout, and mostly all the items that you need to use during PvP. Under development, all you gotta do is what you can find are random relocators, different speed when it comes to your development, be it for gathering, training, construction, research, as well as the 4 resources production. But these 4, I don't really use them because it's not really hard to get resources in this game. Next building is your precinct. So under your precinct, this is a prerequisite when you build your headquarters. So what am I going to advise to you? That always make sure that this first builder here, you always reserve the first builder for your precinct, and then your headquarters. And then the second building, you use that for the second requirement for you to level up your HQ. I will be talking about this and how to open that, but for now I only bought that second builder, so it's open there. Next is what are you going to find, or what are the features under your hero precinct. You have your explore. It means that you have your explorer trail, and then these ones doing all your explorer trail will give you different items, every notes, as well as different rewards, as well as fragments. Like for example, you will be able to get epic hero badge, epic skill book, as well as resources, and then fragments. Next, under your precinct, you can also, where am I going? Oh, it's getting close. So under your precinct, you also have your hero search or maps. So advanced search map, as well as the epic search map. I have too many because I'm hoarding them out, and I rarely use them. And I rarely use this account. That's why I have too many maps as well. Next, under your hero precinct, you can also view your heroes or different heroes. You can view it here by clicking that, and there's another option for you to check your heroes by clicking this one here below, but that is always so under your precinct. Also, one feature of precinct in your state is the hero training, but I don't have it here. But the hero training allows you to put your 3 heroes, best heroes, as your instructors, and then your other heroes, if you put them into training, they were going to mimic the level of those heroes of your instructors. So your hero precinct, the feature is locate and upgrade heroes via the hero precinct. Sending your heroes to explore will enable them to develop faster, as well as earn rewards for your settlement. So what are the bonuses for hero precinct? You will have your troop attack, hero level limit, as well as free advanced searches. And then the last but not the least is your epic search cooldown. The first two are really important because, of course, we all know that troop attack is one of your basic attributes. And then the second one, your hero level limit. The higher the level of your precinct, the higher you will be able to level up your heroes. So for example, that in level 26, if your hero precinct is already level 26, you will be able to max your hero. Next, buildings that are really important as well in these games are your troop buildings. So your troop buildings, you have the range, the garage, and then the barracks. So it starts with the barracks. Your barracks is where you train your infantry, and the bonus that you're going to get is training capacity. Next is, of course, like I said, the higher the barracks, the higher or your training capacity, as well as battle power. But what is really important here, as soon as you are, the higher the level of your barracks, the more tier or the higher level of troops you will be able to unlock. Like for this one, for level 1, you will be able to unlock grunts. For level 4, you will be able to unlock heavies. For level 7, you will be able to unlock rushers. For level 10, you will be able to unlock blasters. For level 13, you will be able to get slashers. Level 16, survivalists. Level 19, hackers. Level 22, guerrillas. Level 26 are the maulers or the T9. Level 30 is your T10, and that is executioners. And of course, with the plasma troops, when you started upgrading your plasma. The second troop building is your garage. Your garage is where you train your riders. And the bonus, of course, is the training capacity. Similar to the barracks, the higher the level of your garage, the more chance for you to be able to open higher tier of troops. So for level 1, you will be able to open rovers, that is a T1, and then level 4, you will have open a T2, that is scramblers. T3 for level 7, that is angels. T4, Skirmishers, I'm having a hard time pronouncing this, for level 10. Hugs, that is your for level 13. Level 16 is Rangers. Level 19 are Raiders. Level 22, that is your T8, that is Banshees. Level 26 are your T9, those are Demon Raiders. And then your T10 will be the Death Cruisers. And of course, past that are the Plasma Troops. The last troop building here is your range. Your range is where you train your hunters. So of course, additional bonus like similar to the other two, your bonuses will be your training capacity. And like I said, the higher the level of your range, the higher the tier of your troops you can, the troop type you can unlock, as well as training capacity, as well as battle power. So for your T1 will be open in level 1, it is your archers. Level 4, that is your T2, and those are rifles. Level 3, those are shooters, and you can unlock them at level 7. Trackers for level 10, crossbows for level 13, marksmen for level 16, sharpshooters for level 19, hawks for level 22, night stalkers for level 26, that is your T9, and for T10, that is for level 30, those are bullseyes. Next building that is really also important for me personally is the hospital. The reason why it's really important for me because I usually love to go for attacking and grind so bad on Capital Clash as well. So your hospital is where you heal all your troops, and then the bonuses will be the hospital capacity. So the higher the level of your hospital, the more troops you can heal, and the less chances you're going to have losses when you are defending, and we want less usage of you for the enlistment office. Next building also that is really vital in your growth. I mean, I'm not saying that not everyone here are useful, but the ones that I'm trying to check first are the ones that for me as a player are more useful than the other ones. So the next one is your assembly point. So your assembly point is send and invite timer help and defensive reinforcements at the assembly point. So your assembly point is where you send reinforcement. So the higher the level of your assembly point, the more reinforcement you are going to get. So what are the bonuses? The bonuses are reinforcement capacity, timer help duration, and timer helps. So this is where your batch healing comes in, or when you are doing construction or research and you need help from your alliance members. Most of the players already know this, but I just wanted to do a recap so that those who doesn't know how this or what are the usage of this tool here will be able to know it. So let's start with timer helps. Your timer helps is the number of members in your alliance that can help you once you ask for help. So for example, you have 100 members in your alliance. Every time you click that hand icon for help, 24 plus 2, so 26 people can help you lessen the timer of whether you're doing construction, research, training, or healing troops. The timer help duration is the duration of time each member, those 26 members, can lessen, or whether you are constructing, researching, upgrading, or healing. So the numbers here are in seconds. So we have 89 seconds per member for those 26 players. I'm being invited because I'm out of the alliance because I quit here in this state, but I'm just using it to get videos. The next building is your research lab. So under your research lab, you will be able to see the incubator. The incubator is you can deposit your biocaps, and then it's like a bank. It works like a bank for biocaps. So you put it in different time or day of your scheme, and then after that, For example, for 15 days, once you've done that 15 days, you will be able to get 20% growth. And then for 30 days, you'll be able to get 50% growth. And then for 7 days, you'll be able to get 5%. So under your research advanced tech and the research lab upgrade to unlock more potent tech abilities. And the bonuses that you can get is our vault capacity. The vault capacity is the capacity of how many biocaps you can put in your incubator. So here, the higher the level of your research lab, the higher the level of your vault capacity as well. So under your research, you will have 3 different kinds. Those are development, battle, and economic. So like I said, the economic part or getting resources is not really that important in this game because you don't have any upkeep for your troops. So what I usually do in research is I only go switch between development and battle. So what I do is for the first HQ1 or until HQ10, I will be only focusing on my development, especially the tool improvement, the tech improvement, as well as the leadership. The leadership gives you additional or increases the number of troop marches you can deploy at one time. Whereas your tool tech improvement will give you increases the speed of research at the research lab. And then the tool improvement will increase your building construction speed. And then once I've done that or I start building it, I usually switch between them, development and then the battle. But I will be doing a more detailed video about this one here on a separate videos. Next building is your command station. Your command station is launch devastating rallies against your opponents from the command station. So your command station is the determiner of your rally capacity. So the higher the level of your command station for as well, the higher the rally capacity you have as well as your battle power. So just to be sure, just recap guys, the white thing is the base stats that you are getting from the buildings, and the green ones are coming from your other research and other attributes as well. Next building is your blast shelter. Your blast shelter allows you to hide your troops for a certain of time. So you can hide all your troops here and you will have choices of 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, or 8 hours. And just be reminded that the number of the troops that you can hide here is dependent on your march capacity. So once you hide your troops here, your troops will be safe from attacks. They won't be able to get dead or wounded or anything. They are safe. And also, if you are going to recall them, there is a 5-minute cooldown before you can resend them back again. The next building is your intel post. Your intel post gives you your daily intel. So this one gives you eliminate infected, or squad exploration, or rescue survivors. One way to see your intel as well is by clicking that globe here and then click intel outside your wilderness. Next is your, also under your intel, you can have your state intel, but this is only applicable if you are in the new state. So once you've done that, the state intel will be useless for you because they don't repeat or they are not reoccurring. The next building is your lookout tower. This is also really important because it detects incoming recons and enemy marches. And upgrade to increase your recon and recon camo abilities. So the bonuses are recon level 22 and then recon camo level as well. So the higher the level of your lookout tower, the more the better it unlocks different informations as well. So for level 1, for defense, display the name and the target of the attacking chief. For number 2, for level 2, it is for recon, or when you scout or when you scan someone's settlement, discovers the amount of resources from target. So for defense, like if you are being attacked, so you can see it, what's coming in you, and you can find it under your defense. So defense can be unlocked from level 1, level 3, level 5, level 7, level 9, level 11, level 13, level 15, level 17, level 19, and then that's it. And for the recon, or when you are the one scouting your enemy, you will be able to get better. The higher the level of your lookout tower, the higher the chance of you to see or get an accurate report of your scout report. Next building is your trading post. That is not really useful at the moment except for the market stall. So under your trading post, you can access a VIP store, as well as as well as your market stall. Your market stall, you can get different items here or exchange different items here. This is really useful for me. It's because I always get offers of, you can get up to 3 advanced relocator here daily. But the other function of this, like it shows trade fee, daily item request load, daily item send load, those are non-functional at the moment. I don't really know why they didn't let it function or they didn't introduce it to the game, because most of the games have a trading post, but this game alone don't have it. I mean, they have it physically, but it's not working. Next is your warehouse. Your warehouse is upgraded to increase the amount of resources protected from enemy looting. Upgrading also increases the amount of goods you can list each time at the trading post. So your bonuses will be storage protection, that is 33.6 million plus 300. Like I said, the green ones are different attributes from other things that you do, be it your gears or your research. And the protected resources as well, the higher the level of your warehouse, the higher the amount of storage protection as well as your battle power. Next is your workshop. Your workshop is where you make your chief gear as well as your hero gears. So that's where you can enhance them or level them up. Next is your enlistment office. This is also a must if you are the one that likes being on the defensive side. So we all know how the enlistment office works. It is when you started getting when you start getting losses because your hospital is full, during defense, or if you are on the defensive side, the 70% of those dead troops will go to your enlistment, or you can enlist them, and 30% of that will be permanent losses. I have a video about how this enlistment works, so you can just scroll down in my videos as well. Next is your training camp. Your training camp features your army overview. It gives you easy access on your troop formation for you to be able to set your formation, or you can click your profile and then click your army. But the easiest way is just by clicking your training camp and just click army overview. So the bonuses of your training camps are training capacity and then the training speed. Next building, I forgot something. So here. So the next building is your events billboard. It is none. You can't level them up. It's just there for you to check your reward stash or daily drop events as well as daily rewards. And the last but not the least, it's not a building but still a part of your settlement, is your barricade. So your barricade features is your settlement defense. And it says protects our settlement from enemy attacks, upgrade to increase barricade defense. So the bonuses are barricade durability as well as inflicted breach time. Like I said, the higher every time all these buildings that you can level up, the higher the level you increase them, the better the features they can offer you. So that's it for today, guys. For the next video, I will be